Bryce Farmer, Jordan Mays. Somebody's going to pick up their third win inside the cage here tonight at AKA 28. And we are underway. It's been an incredible card to this point, and I have a feeling we're really just kind of getting going because we've got some
jab hook from Jordan Mays. Beautiful punches from Jordan Mays, flying straight down the pipe. He's stabbing with that jab. Bryce Farmer to the double leg takedown, picks him up and dumps him, and let's see.
That was pretty.
Bryce instantly passes, goes for the pass, trying to step over to half guard. Jordan Mays just strange and weird and lanky, throwing stuff up.
Wrapped him up in those legs easily.
He's pushing, he's extending his arms, he's trying to get up, but again, he's not moving side to side.
Well, you talked about it, Matt. The one weakness for Mays is his grappling and the wrestling, and right now Farmer trying to take advantage of that.
Just small, nuanced mistakes there. But he's physical. As you see, he just kind of bucks his hips and ends up on top. Nice work. Jordan Mays just being athletic. Again, it didn't come from a technical prowess, though. He just found his moment, which is fine. But he was still making nuanced mistakes in those positions, going for overhooks as he should have been going for underhooks. Just small things, things that are fixable. Good stuff. Jordan Mays back to his feet.
Mays and Farmer stand back up halfway through round number one.
It's scary because Farmer boxes just well enough that he can get his chin turned by a better boxer.
And we're seeing some of that right now.
Nice double leg from Jordan Mays.
He got it back.
Looked like he'd been wrestling a little, if nothing else. Beautiful stuff, ends up on top. Hey, I'm feeling a little more optimistic after that double leg, but here he is battling out of a triangle position because Bryce Farmer's got a guard on him.
Farmer working on that triangle. We'll see if he's able to finish it up.
Now Farmer's going after the arm. It's a strange spot because now Mays has his knee across his face and he's able to posture out of the triangle. That's not how they teach it, but God bless, it worked.
Well, that knee across the face is taught.
Hey, listen.
That is a good technique.
Jordan Mays has to be careful here, though, because Caleb Farmer, I'm sorry.
Bryce Farmer.
Bryce Farmer is dangerous off his back. As you can see, he's throwing up submission attempts and things that are dangerous, and now he just scrambles and ends up on top.
Yeah, I don't like that Mays is wrapping the head as much as he does. It's like one of those crutches that people have when they're not as familiar with wrestling off of the cage.
Let's call it what it is. It's a rookie mistake. You don't hold the far side headlock as they pass your guard. It gets you in trouble. But those are the things I'm talking about. Not to say Jordan Mays doesn't have heart and spirit, but he just needs to learn the more technical aspects of this. And I think this guy can win a lot of fights.
I definitely do too. It's just one of those things that feels good in the moment. You know, just about everybody does it when they first start out. It's a minor mistake that he can definitely fix. I think that Bryce Farmer looked really good off of his back. He took some big shots from Mays there, and Mays used it to secure that double leg. I don't know if I would have gone with a double leg there, especially since he struggled so much on the ground already with Bryce Farmer.
I
don't know if that was a good choice.
Yeah, that's fight IQ stuff, and now let's see if it was kind of like an in the moment, in the battle type of thing, and I like to see Jordan Mays figuring that out, right? They're amateurs. I want to see him make some mistakes and overcome adversity, but agreed.
Yes, it's definitely the place to do it.
Right, the tactic for Jordan Mays is to keep the fight standing. Yeah. I think Bryce definitely has the advantage on the ground, especially if Bryce is on his back throwing up submissions.
Well, we've always seen Jordan look very strong on the feet. It's been on the ground where he's struggled just a bit. We'll see where this fight goes in round number two.
It looks like Farmer was anxious to get back into that action.
Sure, he looks to be super fresh and a composed guy. If I were him, if I were his corner, I would say, let's close the distance. And he's hurt. He's hurt. Got clipped with a shot there, having a hard time. Equilibrium's off.
Mays looking for a head kick, unable to connect.
If I were Bryce Farmer, I would say, let's change levels. Let's make him grapple with us. He's going to check.
Mays looking for a bomb.
Even so, this position just serves him better. And again, Jordan doing a decent job, but kind of secedes right to his back, scoots to his butt, and now Bryce Farmer on top.
Yeah, here he has a chance to clear his head from some of those bigger shots. And it was, I think, Mays that initiated that clinch. And again, you know, it's part of developing your fight IQ, knowing where you need to take the fight.
Where are our advantages? We're good at length. You know, if I keep him at the end of my punches, that's a better fight. As I make my way in, I create the grappling exchanges for the guy who is a superior grappler.
And instead of wrapping the leg here, what Mays needs to do is get back to his knees. He had the space to scoot his hips out and, you know, start to build that frame off of the cage to get back to his feet, and that, I think, would have been the best thing for him to do.
And now Mays just, again, making a mistake by body triangling from the bottom. You're holding yourself in the position that you're in by locking up that body triangle. And as a guy who also uses it sometimes just to bide time, it's not a good thing. We're kind of just burning the clock there. Now his guard's wide open. Bryce doing a good job. Nice step around into the side position. Scrambling, wild scrambles.
Now I can hear Mays' corner yelling for crossface, so I don't think that they like that head hook very much either. Here he goes building to his knees, and Bryce has
able to scramble to the back there, yeah.
To the back.
Secures one hook, and this is a strong position for Bryce Farmer and dangerous for Jordan Mays.
Yeah, both those hooks in now.
Mays is doing a good job, however, of holding on to that arm. He lost it though. That's one way of keeping them from locking up an RNC, but
body triangle for the final 30 seconds here for Farmer.
And honestly, Jordan Mays did the right thing. Put the right foot flat on the mat. He needs to attack that lock now.
22 seconds left to work here for Farmer. Trying to get underneath that chin. Mays doing a good job fighting the hands.
Yeah, he blocked the switch because, you know, this is on the high side, the RNC on the high side. It's a little bit more tricky to finish.
Sure.
And Mays, I don't know if it was intentional, but he did block the other arm from coming by his neck. Not
the technically sound way to finish the rear naked choke. If his bottom arm was in the choking position, that would be more optimal. Not to say that they can't finish with the top arm if they've got a good squeeze, but
more difficult to finish, but definitely not the optimal choice.
Not optimal.
Well, 2 rounds in the books between Jordan Mays and Bryce Farmer.
Good
scrap. I have to say that's kind of hard to judge. You know, we have a lot of good shots landed from Mays, but we have Bryce Farmer coming back and winning in the scramble, winning on the ground.
Yeah, I'd say Bryce Farmer definitely took that round, whereas the first round was more of a toss-up. If we're judging based off damage, which I just don't know how they're judging fights anymore. So.
It's good we're not in Texas.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
It is crazy what's happening right now in the world of MMA with the judging, and it's just, it sucks sometimes, you know?
We have to establish a standard.
Yes.
We really do.
Agreed.
Definitely agree.
Well, the standard here tonight has been knockouts, submissions. It has been high-level stuff at AKA 28. And we got the final round between Jordan Mays and Bryce Farmer.
Nice little hug. Get it going. Nice low kick from Jordan Mays. Finds its home. You can see Bryce, rightfully so, he's having a hard time finding his way in because thus far, Jordan Mays has been able to find his mark straight down the middle. Good sprawl from Jordan Mays. But then he kind of pulls guard, going for a not-in guillotine.
He's hanging on for dear life, though.
It's just a mistake, just a mistake.
Mays trying to snatch that neck up.
This just isn't, I mean, not to say that you can't finish this choke, but he would need the arm completely across. So now, Jordan Mays just fighting a losing battle, trying to squeeze something that's not there.
Kind of just resting on this position at the moment.
And it would be, you know, there are arm and guillotines you can finish, but the way his hands are, now he's kind of feeding it in there. This is more realistic to finish. But I just don't know if Jordan Mays has the technical prowess to
He needs to tuck himself toward that cage side, but 100%. The cage is in the way.
The cage is in the way.
It's going to make it hard for him to finish.
If Bryce was smart, he would get his head side high. Now he's going to get this head out. Yep. Good work by the Reaper, Bryce Farmer, and just another mistake from Jordan Mays. Tactical errors.
I'd like to see Bryce look to land some more damage here.
I like Jordan Mays, though. I really do. I just, like you said, we've seen this guy come out time and time again. He always scraps, but it's just small, very fixable things, and I'm going to reach out to him. I'd love to train with him a little bit, have him come out to Thug U and get some work with us.
Final 60 seconds here for Farmer to work from the top.
And his corner is calling for him to posture up. But
good hips, man.
Beautiful.
Jordan
Mays is an expert at using that cage to pull out some reversals, some much-needed reversals.
The dude just scraps, and that stuff you can't teach, you know, the boxing and the takedown defense and the grappling, like, we can teach him that stuff, but the dude's absolutely a warrior, fights all the way to the end, but I think Bryce Farmer's going to get the nod here if he's able to keep top position. Unfortunately.
15 seconds, really a difficult fight to score here, honestly. Shots landing from the top from Farmer as we wrap this up.
Bryce Farmer's corner just imploring him to cause some damage and take this round.
And that's it.
Farmer and Mays go the distance. Back and forth affair between the two. I'm actually interested to see who gets their hand raised here.
Me too. If we're judging on how fights should be judged, typically, I would say that Bryce Farmer walks away with the nod just because he held top position and one was more dominant positionally. Jordan Mays had good moments, landed some good shots.
He threw up more. Honestly, Mays probably threw up more submission attempts in the end as well. I don't know, how much you get rewarded for the attempt, but he did take some chances in there and try to throw up some submission attempts as well. Landed the bigger shots on the feet.
I definitely agree with Danger. It would be more of a, more of an argument for Mays had he landed more damage.
Right.
But it was, just a few strikes per round that he really landed.
Some good solid strikes, but positionally, Bryce Farmer won most of the time. So I would give him the nod. And if it goes the other way, we're living in some modern MMA world that I don't understand. Which is fine with me, but I want him to keep the same energy when I fight a wrestler, you know?
We just want the same rules for everyone.
Waiting on the
Maybe
results here.
the judges are struggling with this one. They're taking a minute here.
Hard one to judge.
Dynamite has the card in his left hand. He's got the mic in his right hand. He's got the smooth strut on into the cage. And here comes your result for Mays and Farmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of hooking and jacking, scooping and slamming, hanging and banging, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, judge number 1 scores this bout 29-28, Mays. Judge number 2 has scored this bout 29-28, Farmer. Our third and final judge has scored this bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. Fighting out of the red corner, the Reaper, Bryce Farmer.
I think that's the right call.
An incredibly close fight. The split decision here goes to Farmer.
Competitive.
Yeah, very, very competitive fight. Jordan, you got to tip your cap to Jordan Mays. There were some small moments there that certainly didn't go his way, but he showed that he is a warrior. Great win in the end for Farmer. And look, both guys got tested, and that's what this is all about, right?
Yeah, excellent matchup. Like we said at the beginning, this looks like a good matchup, and it ended up being a great matchup for both of them.